Hey everybody, let me give you a field test here on how it's going carrying coin in the Philippines. I've got the whole pile of wallets down here. So what I've done, I started out with the noise wallet right here. And here's what happened. You see the pile of coin right down here? This is the result of just a few hours of walking around. This is how much coin ended up between yesterday and today. These are all 1 peso and centavo coins, which is like half a peso, which is worth nothing. So all this stuff ended up in the wallet. Now these coins are all 5 and 10 peso coins, which 5 and 10s are good because you have to use the trikes, which cost 10, and you got to use the multi-cabs between on the long routes up to Valencia. It costs 12 pesos a person. So these coins are good. So if I take all these coins and put them in here, which I'm not going to do because it takes me a few minutes to separate them all, I got coin just about up to the edge here. Then I got this full thing to put in my pocket. Now it's a pretty hefty piece of merchandise right here when you're carrying all this in your pocket. So it's not a matter of whether it carries the coin well or not. It does. It's a matter of, do I want this extra thing in my pocket? I mean, it's easy enough to get the coin out and put it back in. But I've found that I don't really like carrying this in my pocket. So the next thing was this. The deuce diamond. Okay, and I did find that coin cannot be carried in the back. I think I showed you that. Because if you put it in the back, and let's say you have a lot of cash in the front. Okay. Let's say that's what you got. Number one, it's pretty hefty there. And I've had people point out to me that, well, you didn't shake it right to spread out the coin. And I go, well, I'm shaking it, what can I tell you? So there are the coins spread out. Okay, there's not the big lump there was. So the minute I got to get coin, you have to take this hand like this, and you gotta dump the coin out. And what does that do? But expose all the bills that you have right in here. So the guy standing in back of you at the 7-Eleven, who's got 3 centavos in his pocket, and he just spent it on half a bottle of water, he sees all that coin, he sees all that cash there. It's just not a good thing. It's just not a good thing to be going like that. And I could push it in like that, but it makes it tougher if I can't just push this whole thing like this. If I just gotta try to open the back and push in on this part with my hand, it makes it tougher. So what I've accomplished really is not much in the coin carrying area. I'm not real happy with the carrying coin in a coin wallet. What I do every day is I just come back to the room, I take all these one peso coins and centavos and put them in a pile. The next day, I put them in my pocket once in the morning, and I'm not walking around. There's like beggars, on the street begging for money, and I give them the 1 peso coin. So that eliminates that. And these just go in the bottom of the pocket for the day, and they get spent pretty quick between the trike and the jeeps and all that kind of thing. I mean, you get some water, it costs you like 12 pesos, so you give them 3 of these for 15 pesos, and they give you change back. There are some ones. So that's what I've been doing. I found, and I'm really surprised that I didn't like it, I didn't like carrying the coins in a coin wallet. Okay, now, let me put a disclaimer on that there's nothing wrong with any of these wallets. It's just after actually doing it, in a situation where coins must be carried, I didn't really like doing it. So, what am I going to do? I could just put cash in there, but that's an option. That's an option. But here's the stack of 100 peso notes and the one 500. Now here's the stack of 50s. Okay? Don't get too excited. All this is worth about $10, so, So there's the stack of cash right there. I would put the cards, I have 3 here, I would put the cards up front. Which that's okay, that's not bad. That's not terrible. But how else? How else could I possibly do it? So there's those two, the noise and the deuce diamond. Now, I had been using the Bilroy, but as you can see here, this is not an ideal solution either. Because you put all that cash in there, and there's what you get. That is not an ideal solution. But I do like the Bilroy micro sleeve, but I got to carry less then. So, the Waskerd Matchbox, not really a cash carrier. I do have all the credit cards in it. This is what I'm using. I just keep this in the room because you got to use credit cards to make plane reservations, hotel reservations, that kind of thing. So I got the backups there. So this stays in the room. I got the Reload waxed canvas. This might be doable, okay, because it looks like a beater wallet. Not only I know that it's a Reload, handmade in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, something like that. So I got a bunch of cash in here, but I don't know. I'm not real happy with that either. Of course, am I ever happy with anything where a wallet is concerned? So, right back to the Waskerd Brea. And as usual, the Waskerd Brea carries everything really well. Carries the cash, doesn't carry the change, carries the cards. And that's a pretty compact package. Yeah, So, the only thing I've got left, and the only thing I haven't tried yet, is this. And this is what I'm going to try today. Bear in mind that the coins are not going to be carried in a coin wallet. I have the Waskerd large passport wallet. And you can see when I say large, it is large. But I have not tried this yet. So I am going to try this today. So I'm going to take the 50s and put them here. I'm going to take the hundreds and the 500 and put them on this side. Now what the Waskerd does have is it has card pockets in here. One there and one there. So I can take, I'm just going to stick all these cards in here for right now. I'm going to stick the 2 cards here. I'm going to take this load card, put it here. Now if you're not aware what load is, it's something you got to do with the cell phones over here. I got cash, I got cards, I got cash. So I'm going to try this today. It's going to have to go in the cargo pocket, and the problem is it's real big. So I'll try it, but the only thing left to come back to is the Brea. So I'm going to try it. It might turn out okay, but kind of big in the hand, so we'll see. Anyway, that is it for right now. That is the report from the Philippines. I'll talk to you later.